The diner smelled like burnt coffee and rain-soaked coats that morning when Emma noticed her again. The young woman who always sat by the window, silent, distant, and wearing the same gray scarf no matter the weather. Emma had been a waitress for 18 years at the little roadside diner off Route 23, and she'd seen every kind of story pass through her tables. The lonely, the hopeful, the broken, the ones running from something. But this woman, she had a look Emma recognized deep in her bones. The kind of quiet fear that doesn't shout. It hides. The girl's name was Lily. Emma only knew that because of the name embroidered on her office tote bag. She'd come in every Thursday morning at exactly 9, ordered scrambled eggs and coffee, and always kept her phone face down on the table. And then, about 20 minutes later, a man in an expensive coat would arrive, sit across from her, and talk in low, sharp tones that made Lily shrink a little smaller each time. This Thursday, though, was different. The man was late, and Lily, she looked like she hadn't slept in days. Her eyes were swollen, her hands shaking slightly as she stirred her coffee that had gone cold. Emma couldn't ignore it anymore. She'd seen enough women with that same tremble, the same fear of doing something wrong that would make him mad. If you've ever known someone struggling in silence, reach out. A kind word, a gentle question. If you like the story, then subscribe and like our channel and tell us from where you are watching. As Emma refilled her cup, she leaned slightly and whispered, "You okay, sweetheart?" Lily blinked, startled, forcing a smile that didn't reach her eyes. "Yeah, just tired." Emma nodded but didn't move. "You sure? Because sometimes tired doesn't come from sleep. It comes from walking on eggshells too long." Lily froze. For a second, Emma thought she'd overstepped. But then Lily whispered, "You don't understand. He's not what people think. If I leave, he'll find me." Emma's heart tightened. She'd been there 15 years ago before she became the strong woman with the soft smile people saw now. She remembered the bruises she'd covered, the apologies she'd made for things she didn't do, the fear that maybe it was her fault. "Sweetheart," Emma said softly, "I understand more than you think." She took a small step back, pretending to wipe the counter, but her mind was racing. That's when Lily's husband walked in, tall, impeccably dressed, that fake charm plastered across his face like a mask he never dropped. "There she is," he said too loudly, walking straight to her booth. He kissed her cheek, too firm, too possessive, and whispered something that made Lily's knuckles go white. Emma felt the same old rage boil inside her. She'd promised herself she'd never stand by and watch another woman live what she'd survived. So when Lily excused herself to go to the restroom, Emma made a choice. She slipped the woman a folded napkin with her phone number on it and wrote 4 words. "You're not alone. Call." Before Lily could even react, her husband appeared behind her. "Everything okay here?" he asked, looking between them with a slick grin that didn't reach his eyes. Emma smiled sweetly. "Just making sure your wife got her coffee hot." "We take care of people here," he laughed, fake and shallow. "I'm sure you do." He paid the bill in cash, left no tip, and guided Lily out by the wrist. Too tight, too controlled. And then they were gone. Emma stood there, her stomach twisted in knots. She doubted Lily would ever call. Most never did. But something inside her refused to let go, so she waited. Every Thursday, she looked at that booth by the window, hoping. Days turned into weeks. And then, one rainy night, as Emma was closing up, the door chimed. Lily stood there, soaked, trembling, clutching a small bag and her phone. "He's asleep," Lily said, her voice shaking. "I took the keys and left. I didn't know where else to go." Emma didn't ask questions. She just opened her arms. Sometimes saving someone doesn't look like heroism. It looks like making extra coffee at midnight and whispering, "You're safe now." Over the next few weeks, Emma helped her find a shelter, then a job, then a small apartment. Lily started smiling again. Small at first, then brighter each day. One morning, Lily came back to the diner, this time in a blue cardigan and clean eyes that no longer carried fear. She waited for Emma to finish taking an order and then said, "I wanted to thank you. You saved my life." Emma smiled, tears glistening. "No, sweetheart. You saved your own." I just reminded you that you could. A few customers were watching them, one whispering, "Isn't that the woman who used to come in with that man?" Emma overheard but didn't care. She'd learned a long time ago that kindness isn't about what people say. It's about what you choose to do when no one's looking.